People. Again, I'm Dr. Anthony Dixon. I'm here with the Autonomous Party. Grateful that the city of Tamarac has invited me to close out their Black History Month with a showcasing of our short documentary on the Black Seminoles.
Autonomous Party. It's a social club ministry that we opened in the pandemic in 2020. Just to give y'all a little background on us. We started off as a mix show podcast on Sundays, playing music and covering history during the pandemic. That's how we started. And we grew from a doing Sunday show to a network. And from a network, we reached out to different people like Dr. Dixon, who write books, um, authors and different people that come on our show for multiple reasons: social, political, economic, cultural things that we talk about, teach about, bring people in as specialists like Dr. Dixon today that can speak on certain topics to educate the people and the masses that we're reaching out to. Obviously, we started from nowhere, but today we're at over 14,000 subscribers on YouTube. So it takes time, but you keep it moving. That's the autonomous thing to do. Obviously, the Autonomous Party was geared behind the name because of the Maroon. And me studying Maroon culture, my father is from out of Seminole County, Georgia, right? And my people moved down here, Liberia, in certain areas, basically black segregated areas before segregation. And my father's 81 years old today. So in the cases of certain things, I was inspired to always deal with the Maroon culture. And obviously Maroon, some people like to say runaways, but I look at it more like autonomy, and that the people left the system, our imperial system, and wanted to go start their own system. And when you get storylines of people like the Negro Wars and the different things that took place, these groups of people are inspired to be autonomous and set up their own thing collectively for their own selves. And they were ready to go to war about it. And at the end of the day, that's what we're here to just expand on it more. Thanks to Dr. Dixon, who's going to be doing this documentary today. And we want y'all just to take heed to the information, and afterwards you can ask any questions you would like to ask or engage, etc. With that being said, this is my man Monte. He's been handling a lot of our recent news on our networks, everything dealing with the network's current news and politics. He covers that, and he's our back office guy for all that right there. And shout out to other people that's here that showed up, Miss Sherry, Trail, or who are like founding members who started with this 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And even there's a lot of people that couldn't make it, but they're gonna see this content. Correct. So trust me, what you see here today will be put out. And thank y'all again for showing up. And with that being said, I'd like to introduce, if you have anything you wanna say?
Nah, first thank you, call it Little Fella. Thank you,
Little Fella.
Tamarac, for even allowing us to do this, because pushing this history is not like hip hop or anything. We could be doing a lot of other things. It's not as easy. Coincidentally, you would think that it would get a lot more push, but shout out to y'all for even coming, giving us this opportunity. Yes. Very excited to see what kind of Dixon got.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, good people. Again, my name is Anthony Dixon. I was born and raised in Georgia. I came to Florida in the late 80s, early 90s, attended Florida A&M University. When I returned, I always tell people I always begin at the beginning, so that's what I want to do for you all. When I returned back to Florida A&M to get my master's, I was working for a professor as a grad assistant, but when you're at HBCU, you don't work for one professor, you work for the department. And so I was working for several different professors who were writing books at the time. And so they began to send me as a grad assistant to different places for research, for the documents, for the pictures, and all the things they needed for their books. And so I was being sent everywhere. They just get the oil changed in my car for me and give me the money and tell me to come back. And so Texas, Louisiana, Tennessee, South Carolina, they just sent me all over the Southeast pretty much, and of course part of the Southwest. And so as I was going to all of these different places and collecting these pieces of material culture, letters, pictures, documents, things of that nature, I became interested in who was keeping this information for us. And so we are very thankful and grateful for Louis Gossett Jr. for helping us get the ball rolling. And so at this point, where we are now is we are finishing up the full documentary, but we have a short documentary that we like to share with people to get them interested in the story and understanding how important this is to American history. Because like I said, I see our Black studies in 3 phases, right? The first phase is providing a voice to the voiceless, right? Looking at even some of these larger American themes, but telling our story, how we were involved, how we helped the outcome. And then the second phase is making the cultural contacts, right? There are cultural connections that we have not only just among Black people throughout the country and throughout the world, but it's also cultural connections to the larger American culture. You know, because Black history is American history. And then the third, and which is the most important, and that is, and I'll get into that a little later after the film, but the most important is, how do we take that information? How do we take that history and use it to apply it to issues we're dealing with today? Because there's no need to learn that history if we're gonna forget about it and be doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past, or we don't use it in a constructive manner in dealing with issues that we're facing today. And so I invite you for this to watch with me this 35-minute short documentary on the Black Seminoles and their story.
Right.
Thank you.
There's not enough information given to our younger generation, so they can actually trace, research, and read, and really investigate their heritage.
A lot of them either don't know their heritage, or either do know their heritage, or have a problem trying to prove it.
I want their recognition as Seminoles and as people who fought for their lives and fought to be free and lived a free life.
Our dad, he always wanted to kind of infiltrate to us the importance of never losing our culture.
He told us that we were blessed and fortunate to be able to trace our ancestors down to 7 generations.
And they're gonna say that we're not Indians? I just don't understand it.
Our blood is in this state, and we fought to stay in Florida. We fought to be even alive here.
I'm going to fight. I am not going to sit back any longer. It's in my blood. My ancestors are crying out. We're gonna do it. We have to get the word out.
And I think that's important for the young people. They have to fight. They have to investigate, because you're gonna find out that it's a fight from the beginning all the way to the end.
Let's go. Papa gets down, turns you out, like you well. Okay, you know that's all on me.
original cell phone. It was beepers and payphones, you heard me? You can hear me now? That's classic right there. Now I'm telling you, for real.